What would you say is different in the way you lead people then? What do you expect is different in your leadership at that point? And again, we're speculating again, right? So feel free to totally make it up.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot. Again, I do like the smaller size companies or the companies that have a large breadth of what they're doing, and so I think that what I really want to the leadership style that I have and I would continue with is less of a hierarchical structure and more of an overall team. And I think that that everyone knows kind of what the company's, well, not everyone, but there's direction that the company has, where we're going, what we need to do, what we need to stay away from, kind of a focus that everyone kind of knows. I mean, one of the things that I've done in the past is if I'm collaborating with someone, then I want to make sure that if we're taking samples from them, that they see the results of our test, what we did. And I think that the people, when they're on the tech side and they're just putting plates together, they're making, assembling kits that they can see, in a newsletter or some kind of briefing that, the kits you made saved X many lives this month or something along those lines. That kind of keeps everybody, engaged. They're not just coming in and working 9 to 5. They're coming in and they're working, they're getting their time in, but they're, they could be 7 to 12. They are very flexible. In some cases, manufacturing definitely is not quite as flexible as some of the other positions are. But I think having everyone engaged in the objectives of the company or my company would be. Consulting is a little different because in consulting, you're very flexible when you're trying to provide guidance to someone who's looking for it. So.
Yep. I really liked what you said there at the end of bringing an additional meaning to people, right, and showing them the value of their work. And it almost brings us back to the beginning of the conversation where we started with the HIV research, because that was such a period, I think, where people really saw in a very, very clear way the meaning of the work that they're doing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Richard, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. It was a trip into my own past, thinking back to those times when all that work happened. Thank you so much.
Okay.
To everyone else out there, thank you so much for joining us. Glad you were with us today. Remember to like, subscribe, and join us again for the next episode of our Top Innovator series.